And I'm Bobby, everybody's welcome back to another video. Once again, welcome back. This is the winter weekend. That for me just happened. But not talk more about that. But this is where we just got a bunch of EVs. But to be honest, it would be boring if I just put a bunch of EVs for the winter weekend. So we chose a couple of the more exact ones and some Heatrons. Shadow Heatron being what was the third best fire type in this game, but now that's gone to Blacephalon. Since it released that, Blacephalon would have mind blown. But it's gone down to the fourth best. So Shadow Heatron still pretty decent to end up with if you can get Magna Storm on it, which we'll do during the next Team Rocket event next year in January. Anyway, let's get into the video. See you in a sec. We are going into the winter weekend timed research. Like I said, it's not the greatest event, this. So basically I need to open 9 gifts, so I'm going to speed run through this, so this video isn't too long. Of course I wasn't really out filming footage for this, as I was using 2 accounts, as you will see very soon. I know I shouldn't be using 2, but I do. But you only get to see 1 account, and this is the one that you will see mostly of. And then you go, we got our Delibird. Of course, Delibird Spotlight Hour is coming up next week, or the 30th. So as I'm recording this, I will be going out and doing the Delibird Spotlight Hour. And then, of course, Wednesday will be Blacephalon Raid Hour, New Year's Eve. Yeah, it's gonna be go. And then, of course, Saturday, I think, the 4th of January, is Piplup Community Day. We're not 100% sure if we're gonna be just walking around Thorn or be heading to Donny for that. But I don't know. We've got some more Eevee wearing the little hat. It's not the greatest event, this, the tiny little winter weekend, so I just broke it up with some more stuff, because it's one of the tasks here is rent a raid. So I thought, you know what, let's do a couple of more raids for Zekrom and that. So I thought, let's go into this. So we're gonna primal our Groudon, and I don't know why I'm using Terrakion here. I don't remember what the reason is for using Terrakion against Heatran, but that's I don't know. So I thought, let's do some Heatran raids to break it up, because we've been doing a lot of Zekrom. So we thought, let's do some Heatran while it's here still, and it's the 4th best fire attacker in Pokemon Go at the moment. It'll probably end up the 5th as soon as Shadow Reshiram ends up in the game. But yeah, so far it's number 4, because Blacephalon is now the number 3rd spot. So yeah. Right. Well, I'm bringing the shadow raids down quite good. Of course, we are doing most of this with my other account, but you only ever see the main account. during these battles. But yeah, there you go. And it's a 2135. That makes this a 96 IV Shadow Heatran, which is fantastic. So that will be powered up in the future. Yeah, there you go. A 96 IV Shadow Heatran. That's fantastic. And on the 27th, the 12th. I know you're getting to see these way later than normal, but if you watch my shorts, you got to see this 96 IV Heatran before I made this video, so that's... so I'm putting that in the level 40, and making sure that we'll get around to powering that up at some point, and then making sure that we take a Frustration and put Magma Storm on it. And here's another Heatran raid for at the Thornborn. But yeah, we are trying to like make these gyms gold. To make gyms gold, you need like 30, I think 30 raids, because it's like 30,000 BXP, which is battle experience points. So that's about 30 raids you need to do at a gym. You basically, if you do 30 raids, one after the other at that same gym, you'll get it. But of course, I only do legendary, so it's a little bit slower. Of course, in January, it's going to be even more slower, since the only raids I'll probably be doing is just filler for my alt account, getting some of those megas to help do some more duos, and eventually solos if I get good enough. So on the Wednesday, Persephone will be in the raids. We're hoping that we can actually take it down, but we are going to be using the same team that we've been using the whole entire month of Groudons, and of course the Garchomp as well. Maybe I could use the Shadow Mamoswine to just add a little bit more variety than the Groudons and that. Because I can just get rid of Powder Snow and put on a ground type attack. So we may use Shadow Mamoswine as well, just to add a little bit more difference. Right, so we are trying to catch the Heatran now, and it wasn't a catch. So I'm going to finish off the winter weekend for the Saturday, and then we're going to go out and spin the 2 Pokestops and catch 10 Pokemon. Of course. Boom, there we go. And there we go, and we get a Snom. That's really cool. Brand new Pokemon for the Pokedex. And we're going to catch some more. Finish some of this off, which is nice, and get our next Eevee. And yeah, when we're in the hat, I'll probably delete some of these, and then you get the next bit, and we're on the last bit of the research. I have no idea. Anyway, there we go. Now we're on the last bit of the research. We're gonna catch 10 Pokemon. It's been a couple of Pokestops, and I think I need to do another raid. There we go. 1, 2, 3. This is the Sunday now. Well, popped out and finished off. Run through this. Yes, it was really glitching out for some reason for me. Yeah, there you go. I need a spin. I have no idea what was going on with that, but it was like really glitched out. But we managed it. Catch 10 Pokemon. Send 9 gifts to friends, which we'll do in a sec. So this is the Sunday. The previous part, what we saw, is the Saturday of the event. And then we need to like catch 10 Pokemon. So 1. I don't want to put you through all of this, but the video is already quite short, as the video isn't much to talk about in this video. So just catching some extra Pokemon for the winter event. Can't really wait for what goes on in January, as that's really exciting to know what that Shadow Raid Hour will be, or that Shadow Raid Day would end up being. Yeah, you know, we've had Kyogre, we've had Groudon. Of course, I missed Kyogre, which is unfortunate, but we did Groudon we did Groudon Raid Hour, or Raid Day, and we got the 98 IV, which we actually do use. So, which is nice. That Shadow Groudon that you see came from this Raid Day, which is nice. We will be powering that up to level 40 next month, and then we're gonna like open 9 gifts, and then we're gonna send 9 gifts to finish off the winter weekend. That person over there with the Zacian sword, hopefully that comes out next. That comes back next month, because we missed that. We hopefully some of the stuff that we missed come back out next year, and we'll be raiding them quite well. Yeah, hopefully we'll get the stuff that we missed, and we'll power up some other Pokemon. That's my predictions for next year. We'll power up a lot more for Pokemon. And then hopefully catch the ones that we missed. And also bottle caps. Bottle caps are really important as well. More should come out, and we'll be bottle capping a lot of encounters, getting them into their hundo. Because the next silver bottle cap will be going into the Groudon. Previous videos, the first one that we got went into the Rayquaza. I know there was like 2 other ones, but I missed that. So the Rayquaza was my first bottle cap Pokemon. I know that people have 2 other ones, and the gold bottle cap, but I missed all of those, so yeah. I have a feeling that silver is going to be more common than gold. So, this was only 1 other gold. So, silver's probably going to be more common. And then there we go, into a Zekrom raid here. And like I said, I kind of forgot to record the majority of this. So we are going into it with our Groudons. This is my level 50. Yep. As a bunch of kids kind of distracted me, so I don't really hit the record button in time. And then you got Rayquaza, which this is probably the last time you end up actually seeing the Rayquaza. That's if I go out to do some more Zekwons before it switches over to the Cephalon. And then the Rayquaza will be turning into Groudon. Well, Primal Groudon. Like we do with the Heatrons. So let's check this. Is it going to be shiny? And it's a definite no. There you go. It's a definite no that it wasn't going to be shiny. It seems like the shiny Zekrom keeps eluding us. And that is it. Boom. There we go. And we've got the last Eevee. Yeah, that is it. So yeah, we'll just catch a lot more Pokemon, but we also look at what's happening very soon. So like I said in the previous few months, we've got Delibird Spotlight Hour that's coming up, and then we've got the Cephalon Raid Hour for New Year's Eve, 6 to 7, and which I'll be doing. And then, of course, on the Saturday is Piplup Community Day. That's what's happening next week, or this week by the time you're actually watching this. And by the time you'll be watching this, it'll be Delibird Spotlight Hour. And next year in January, of course, is Piplup Community Day, as well as Reshiram, well, Zekrom, well, Kyurem Raid Day, which is basically just white and black Kyurems, which I'll definitely be in Doncaster for that, to get them, because we missed the one that came out during Unova Tour. Everyone's using theirs, and I really want to have one myself at some point, as well as Sashi and Zemzenta. I hate that I missed them too, to be able to turn them into their sword and shield forms. Anyway, that's it for me, and I will see you in the next video. Don't know when it'll be out, but hope you all had a good New Year, and see you all in the next one.